Serie A match of the week following the international break, Juventus and Milan. Let's begin with Inter in Torino. Inter with the victory can enter the AS Roma match with 22 points. In Gematria, it is AS Roma, that's Gematria 22. Now Juventus and Milan. If Milan score first, they'd have 24 points for the season. Juventus is Gematria 24. However, Milan with a loss would be 7-2 for the season. Right before facing off against Kylian Mbappe in PSG, because it's Kylian that's Gematria of 72. So 7-2 for Milan, looking like that's going to be the case. If they enter PSG with 21 points, it's the owners of PSG, Qatar, that's Gematria of 21. Now Juventus, if they go on a winning run, 20, 23, 26, 29, at the kickoff of Derby d'Italia, Juventus could enter the match 0-0 with 30 points against Inter. It is Inter that's Gematria of 30. So Juventus, they can go on a winning run. Juventus with the score 0-0 against AS Verona, 20 would be at 21 points. It is Hellas that's Gematria 21. Likewise, Milan would be stuck at 21 at the time that Juventus kicked off against Hellas Verona. Now Juventus, if they lose at the San Siro, would have 2 wins and 2 losses. It's Milan that's Gematria 22. However, when you look at Milan for the season, they can have 2 draws and 2 losses for the season after a loss at San Siro, at Milan against Juventus. And also, not only for the league campaign, they had 2 draws in Champions League, so 7 wins, 2 losses for the year. That's a winning percentage of over 63%, rounds up to 64% for the season. Pali is Gematria 63. Juventus Football Club is Gematria 64. The city of Milan. Milano is Gematria 64. Massimiliano Allegri can get his 64th win as the manager of Juventus. If Juventus don't lose a match before Derby d'Italia, he'd be stuck at 30 wins before facing off against Inter Milan. So that's going to be something significant. Allegri against his former club. Allegri's 64th win as manager ever since his return to Juventus. And Juventus would be the Scudetto challenger with Inter, setting up the big 3 chase for the Scudetto in the Italian Serie A. Vlahovic, if he scores, be his 28th goal. Milano is Gematria 28. Chiesa can enter with 26 goals scored for Juventus. AC Milan is 26. A landmark goal that would be for Federico Chiesa scoring at Milan. His first number was number 22. He scored at the San Siro in the big Juventus win over Milan. It may have been the last win for Juventus against Milan. This was against Milan while Andrea Pirlo was manager. So let's go to Juventus Milan quickly. No Teo Hernandez for Milan. Teo is Gematria 21. But due to a booking accumulation, Teo Hernandez would miss the match against Juventus. So that was that 3-1 win right there on January the 6th of 2021. It was the last time Juventus defeated Milan, back in 2021. So just over 33 months later, Juventus can defeat Milan again. Juventus FC is 33. The Devil of Milan, Diavolo, is their nickname. Diavolo is Gematria 33. I like a Juventus win over Milan. Stefano Pioli, this be his 41st loss as manager. His goal differential at the win would be plus 132. It is Juventus has 132. Rossoneri is Gamaccia of 132. Parigi in Italian Gamaccia is 60. Allegri could be at plus 60 goal differential after a win over Parigi Saint-Germain. So Juventus with the win can pick up their 19th point against the 19-time Scudetto winner AC Milan, and Juventus would be a legit title challenger in the championship. Milan jumps Inter today after the draw against Bologna. Inter can have 22, Juventus can have 20, and Milan at 21. And 2 points would separate first place and third place under that scenario. So Juventus' 6th win of the year could happen for the first win since defeating Milan on January the 6th on the 6th day of the year of 2021. And that was at San Siro. And in that match right there, Chiesa scored in the 18th minute and the 62nd minute. Calabria, he scored in the 41st minute. And for for coach Stefano Pioli, it'd be his 41st loss as the manager. So from a Kylian Mbappe standpoint, from a PSG standpoint, I just like that 7-2 a lot. And for Allegri, he can get Juventus the 6th win of the year against Stefano Pioli, who is born in the year of the snake, 1965. My prediction is going to be 2-1 for Juventus over AC Milan at the San Siro to end a not a long losing streak, but a pretty recent losing streak to date. So we're at 5 matches. We'll be going on to match number 6. Ever since Juventus' last victory, Milan have scored 7 times. Juventus have scored 2 times. So the scoring differential was also 7-2 ever since Juventus last won. Is the keeper suspended for the red card against Genoa? I mean, on FotMob he was suspended, but I don't think there's any suspension yet for the Milan keeper. I was hearing about that. I was reading about that on the FotMob, but I don't hear any news about that. Let's go check out Pulisic's numbers. I mean, inconsistent, yes. Goal score against Genoa today. Help put Milan back on the front of the table. Let's go to Pulisic quickly. He came off the bench in that match. If you're wondering about numerology, October 22nd of 2023, 7 year, that is a 30-3 day in numerology. So is this the beginning of a winning run for Juventus? Yes. Yes. It is, yeah, but the last loss being against Sassuolo. They're going to go on a winning run.